Hello guys, in this video, I will use this as an example. As you can see, we have three components like this in STL file. At the bottom is the letter, and here is the cap to cover the letter. This is the body and body cap. This is the head, and with its own head cap. This cap attached using screws. So today I want to use the lead as an example. So first, instead of using the screw to fasten the cap, I will create a sliding mechanism so the cap can slide down from the top. Since the lead is always in the vertical position, I don't have to worry about the cap slipping off. So there's no need to lock it after sliding it in. So the result will look like this. But you can see in the video, I make the slider a little bit short. But we can change that in FreeCAD very easy. Okay, so you can say this is the lid and this is the lead. Maybe it's a little bit hard to say. Let me select the lid and create a cone and hide the lid and transform it. Flip it like this for you to see easier. Now you can see this is the slider and this is the hole. And if I want this one to longer, the slider is longer, I just go inside the screw here, and I just simply change this one, for example 100, enter, and just wait. And you can see the slider is now longer, and this hole also longer. And also the if I change this one, the shape of this one, for example, go inside the sketch, change this one up to 3. Do not go too much because it will break the geometry of the lid. Make this one to 5, for example, this one to 15, close, and just wait. Now you can see everything is also working fine. And if I hide the clone and show the rear cap, and you can see we still have a little small gap for easier to slide in. And after you do, for example, if you do a print test and this one is too loose, okay, and you want to make the gap smaller, just simply go inside the offset and change this one, the value to, for example, 0.45, enter. And the update is very strong. But let's go, for example, I go to 0.2. The update is very fast. So hope you enjoyed the tutorial. First, I will drag and drop the STL file into FreeCAD. And as you can see, I have two meshes, the foot and the lid. The next step is I will convert the shoe into a shape that we can work with in FreeCAD. I select the mesh. I go to part and create the shape from mesh. And click OK. Now I just created the shape based on the mesh. I hide the mesh, but this one is not a solid, so I need to turn the shape into a solid. I select this one and I go to the part, create, convert to solid, and just wait. Now I have a new solid, and let me rename this. Okay. Doing the same with the lid. Select the lid, go to the part, create shape from mesh, click OK, Select the new shape, go to the part, and convert to solid. And rename this one. Okay. Now I will create a new group and I will put one of these guys into the group, and I will call this one short. Make sure you hide all of these guys down here. Okay, let me show the axis cross. Next, I want to position the lid and the foot to the correct position. Let me hide the foot. I want to position the lid to the somewhere in the right, and the foot to the left like this. So let me select the lid, go to the transform, and the rotation in here is 90 degrees. You can see I'm seeing it in the right view, and I grab the red one and rotate it like this. And I grab the green one and rotate it to the left. Click OK. So you can see right here, the flat surface of the lid matching the z-axis. This is not what I want, so I want this side of the lid matching the z-axis. So I go to the front view and I need to position it. I create a sketch in the front, and I will reference this line. Select this point and hit D. And you can see the distance, this side to the center line is 6. So I go out, I select the lid, and I want to translate it to the right. So I go to the placement position. The x-axis, I want to change this to 6. Now you can see the z-axis, the blue one right here, matching the flat surface in here. But I also want the blue arrow in the center in here. So I create a sketch in the left view. So go to the right view and click on the reverse direction for the left view. Click OK. From there, I will reference this line. I create a line and move somewhere in the middle to see the symmetry constraint appear, and move this one up. And I select this line and I hit D, and I click on this line, and I have this number. I click on the reference, and you remember these numbers. Close. I click on this, the lid, and I go to the y-axis 16.8959, and you can see the z-axis matching this line over here, which is what I want. I go to the right view, go to the transform, and I rotate it like this. Okay. Go back to the front view, and I think I should flip it 190 degrees. So go to transform again, and grab the green one and rotate it 180 degrees. Okay. Now I need to move this one up here. So let me create a new sketch in the front. And I zoom close here, really close here. I reference this this point over here. Okay, select this point, and then I hit D, and the distance between this point and the red line is 150. Close. I select the foot, and I go to the Z-axis, and change this to 150. Enter. Okay. I go back to the front view. And you can see it seems like it's not really 0 on here, but this number is actually more to 0. So delete this one. Okay, next I want to zoom really close again. And I will reference this line. Okay, selecting this point and zoom out and hit D. And the distance from this point to the green line is 23.1. And close that. Go back to the foot. The x-axis change it to 23.1. Enter. But it's far away, so I need to put negative number in here. Enter. Now they are in the correct position. Let me shift select these 3 sketches and delete it. Okay, the next step is, let me hide the lid. The next step is I want to clean up these holes because I don't want to use it. I want the back is the flat surface. And from there I will add a slider down here instead of using screw. So I create a new sketch in the right view. Okay, and then in here for the hole, I will create a rectangle like this. And maybe I should reference this line over here. Okay. I select this point and this line and I hit C. And maybe I bring this one up to about here. Doing the same up here. I will close this one. And also these two. Okay, close. And you can see one is a hole with a chamfer up here. This one is a hole, but they are using a revolution in here to cut around the geometry. So I'm going to extrude this rectangle inside the solid, and then union to remove these guys. So let's see. I select the sketch, go to extrude. -1 in the x-axis, and let's try 10. Okay. And because I'm lucky, so you can see 10 is good. 10 can fill all of these hole correctly. Okay, so now I can do a test for that. So I will control selecting the stand, the foot, and the extrude, and I go to union. So you can see it's working. As you can see, in here we have a small chamfer, but because I'm doing an extrusion, so we just lost this chamfer over here. So to fix that, let me go back and delete in the fusion. And in the extrude, so I'm going to select in this edge and try to chamfer it. And let's try one first. Okay. And you can see one is bigger than this chamfer. Let's double click on it and go to decrease this one to 0.5. 0.5 is completely matching the chamfer in this case. So I'm going to go with the 0.5. So I double click on the chamfer again and add this control, add this line and this line also, and click OK. Okay. Now we just add in these three chamfer. The next step is I'm going to mirror this chamfer. Click on the chamfer, and I go to the mirror in the S in Z plane, and I drop this one down and select the issue, and I go to the part, compound, and make compound. I control selecting this, the foot and the compound, and I go to union. Okay, now we have a nice clean geometry in the back. So now I'm going to work with the lid, and I hide the LED. Go to the lid. We also have 4 holes, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the hole in here is bigger than this hole over here. So let me create a new sketch in the left view and the right view and click on the reverse direction. I'm doing the same. I view the wireframe. So I'm just carrying about the biggest circle. So create a rectangle. Make sure the rectangle is bigger than this the biggest circle, the big circle, and do not go over this geometry. Come up here, doing the same, something like this, and I close, and let's go to the flat line, and I want to extrude this one. And I know that the thickness of this one is 6 because I already 6, so we go to 6. And the SS, I click on the extrude, go to the mirror, and the SC plane. Shift select the extrude, go to the compound, make compound. Control selecting the lid and the compound and union. Now you can see I have a nice clean geometry. The next step is I will create a slider. So to create a slider, I create a sketch in the top view, and I will reference this line. I view the section. I create a line somewhere in the middle and turn that into construction. Hit G and N to turn that into construction. And then I will create a rectangle like this. Maybe I select this line and hit D, and we set it to 15 or 14. Select the issue points and the center line, hit S for symmetry constraint. And set this one to, let's try 5. Bring this one in a little bit. Select this line and hit G and N to turn that into construction. Create another rectangle like this. Select the issue points and the center line, hit S. Select this line and turn that into construction. Select this point and this point, hit V for vertical constraint. set this one to 2 mm, this one to 3, this one to let's try 8 or 10. This one to 4, I think. Yeah, something like this will be fine. And I close that. And I think I should add this line in the middle. Go back to the sketch. And let's put this one down. Create lines, connect in between. Okay, something like this. Close. Okay, so this is the sketch that we have. Now I will extrude this sketch up to, let's try 50 in the z-axis. Okay. Okay, somewhere around here. Or you can go up a little bit more. Let's try 70. Something like this. And I click on the extrude and I go to the mirror in the S and Z plane. Okay, now I will compile the two and doing union. Just wait. Okay, so now we just created a slider. The next step is I will create a parametric hole that for the lid. Okay, so you can go to the down here and the compound 002 and let's click on this 002, which is this one. Okay, click on it and you go to the 3D offset. So by default is 1. So if you go to a very small number like 0.2 or 0.25 is very tight. It's possible to put that into the foot, but you can say you have to press it very, very hard. So you can change that later. Click OK. Okay. And you click on the offset, go to the mirror in the SC plane. Okay. And from there you control select the issue, go to the union. You can do the compile or union. The result is also the same. And you show the fusion 001, which is the lid. You control select this one and this one, go to cut. So now you can see we have a gap in the middle and we can slide in between the lid and the foot. Let me select this one and go to transform and let me move this one up for you to see. Now we can slide it like this. And in case this one is too tight, for example, in case this one is too tight for you, you just simply go back to this offset and you change this one up to 0.5. Enter. You can see the gap is now bigger. So hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.